Hello, so I'm making this video to showcase the lag problems I've been having. If anybody has had an experience that closely resembles this, and if they have any valuable input or perhaps even a solution to this problem, please drop me a line and let me know. I'd really appreciate it. It's pretty frustrating, and it's been going on probably for about 2 months now. So a little background to explain this problem. I live on a military base, which in and of itself is not really ideal for promoting a reliable network. A lot of people who live on a military base will definitely testify to this, especially those living in the barracks. But the reason why I find this problem so peculiar is I don't get my internet from the military. I actually pay for a privately contracted company to provide me my internet service. In this case, it's Comcast. And I know Comcast is not the most reliable company, but I actually don't think this is Comcast's fault. So I pay $40 a month for their basic plan, and it's supposed to provide everything I need because, I'm one person, so I don't need all that much. I play some online games. I watch videos and I upload videos, and I use my Wi-Fi's to connect my phone and my laptop, but that's about it, and I work most of the day. So as far as steps that I've taken to resolve this issue directly with Comcast, well, for a while I bitched and I bitched and I bitched. Eventually I got them to increase my bandwidth, but it did nothing and the problem persisted. And then, they are always trying to reset my router. They've reset it probably like 10 or 15 times to no avail. But like I said, I don't actually believe this is Comcast's fault. So originally, I thought it was Comcast. Then I actually thought it might be a hardware issue. So I looked into my router. I kind of bought a cheap one. It's like a Zoom something something. I don't have the exact model number. Maybe I'll post it in the description. But I eventually actually eliminated this as a possible reason because during the day, in an attempt to actually resolve this problem, I was talking to one of my buddies. He was playing in the barracks as well. He was playing League of Legends, I think, or something. And he has a different router. He has like a Netgear or something. And I was playing, and then all of a sudden the lag started to hit. I texted him, it was just like, hey, I'm starting to get some lag. He said, me too. And then all of a sudden, it started to hit like this, and we were just offline. So having eliminated both my ISP as a potential problem and my hardware, I thought about it, and eventually I came to the conclusion that if both of those things are fine, which I verified that both of them are fine. I guess for Comcast I didn't exactly verify, but considering that both my friend and I are having the same problems, and I've actually had Comcast before off a military base when I was still a civilian, and the service was way better than this, and I don't like Comcast, but this isn't typical of their service. So the last and final factor that I have come to believe is the true reason why I'm having these problems is I believe there's some sort of possibility that maybe there's a firewall or something set up, or perhaps maybe the system administrators are bogging down the networks during certain times, which seem to be pretty random, to do maybe like server-side updates or I don't know, perhaps any other network maintenance they need to do. Maybe they're just trying to make sure that whatever programs they're running can run smoothly across the network, and to do that they have to bog down my side of the network. So with that in mind, I've looked into possible solutions. The one that multiple people have been suggesting to me is that, maybe you just do a wireless hotspot. And that's not that bad of an idea, but, I don't just play video games. I also watch videos, and I use the internet when I do use it. I wouldn't say that I use it, like, intensively. I'm not constantly, like, torrenting or something, but, I require a steady stream of bandwidth. So the reason why it's not really, I guess, an option for me is I kind of can't afford to pay for, like a 20 gig plan from Verizon or something just to use the internet. I have a feeling that eventually I would go over my limit, I would face some charges, and I just don't want to open up that whole can of worms. So the second option that I've only just recently come up with is, and this is a question for any sort of network admins who have done work like this, who have like monitored the network traffic to make sure that they can run whatever they need to run and have made some limitations so they can accomplish their task. So I don't know if it's something that they do to just like individual IP addresses, maybe if they see a lot of traffic, to and from one IP to another, if they kind of take note of that and then bog down the IP. So what I've considered doing is also changing my IP address with my ISP. This is kind of like my last ditch effort. I truly don't believe it's gonna work, but I am at the point now where I'm kind of becoming a little bit desperate, because over time this problem has actually grown and grown, which also leads me to believe that maybe they are watching the network traffic and are like, what, this motherfucker plays way too many video games, we should slow him down. So that's pretty much where I am with the problem. I'm pretty exhausted with it. I'm a little embarrassed to say that I don't really know what to do at this point. The solutions that I've kind of proposed, I don't think I'm going to actually do. I might try the IP, but like I said, I doubt it'll work. But the reason why I'm posting it, and the audience I'm hoping to, get to see this, is if there's any system administrators who actually watch this video in its entirety, have you done any sort of, network maintenance that has required you to limit the network traffic, or maybe slow down the network so just your essentials can run? And also, why am I feeling this sort of limitations when I know that people are upstairs in my barrack watching Netflix with no problems? So that's kind of the question that I wanted to raise, and aside from that, that's really all I got. So if anybody has any input, I know I said it a few times, but I can't say it enough. If you have any sort of information, or you see any sort of resemblance to a problem that you've had before that maybe or hopefully you've come up with a solution to, please leave a comment or message me, and that's it. So anyways, thanks for watching, whoever this may be. Hopefully I don't sound too crazy with my network conspiracy theories, but like I said, if you got any info, please let me know.